But I got divots missing in my body just from that wooden gun. Just that's Corbin True shit. Hey, but anyways, so I'm in that hole there, and then let me tell you about the 12 years. That's like my first Shelly there. I had to deal with that. And there's like some high leverage anxiety and fear.
Oh, so this is after you got the 12 years?
No, this is before. Let me tell you about 12 years. I caught 12 years in that hole.
Oh, okay.
In the Aztec right there, like a couple months later.
Okay.
So I go to yard. I put it this way, I stabbed at least 8 or 9 people in that fucking unit. All right? On the yard and in the cell. And, but one of the most notorious ones was this dude is named, I won't say where he's from, but he's from Watts. He's a crip. All right? And he would come by my cell and disrespect us. All right? And I had a cellie in there from Long Beach. And we were by the yard exit, and they line people up. You're in handcuffs. And before they put you through the butt naked coffin squat routine to go out to the yard and the metal detector, they line guys up. If they're cellies, we'll do one at a time. Well, our door's right there. And it's perforated aluminum, some tempered aluminum, with sheet metal, or with sheets of clear plastic over it, like plexiglass. All right? So you can't spit. His fool used to talk shit to us. He was bumping his gums, you know, fucking disrespected.
But you guys can't get to him.
Can't get to him. He was tear talking. That's what we call it. And we can't respond either, because we don't do that. It's a standing order. Don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not a fucking animal. You know? You do your violence when you're outside that gate, outside that shit. You don't. It reflects on you and everybody else if you're fucking running your mouth on a tier when you can't get it nobody.
Right.
It's bullshit.
Don't be a cell warrior.
Exactly. Don't be it's a standing order. You don't do that. It's good policy though.
Yeah.
Keep the noise down.
It is.
Yeah. If you don't engage, it kind of dies out.
Right.
But so I'm noting this guy. Well, a couple months later, I'm in that fucking that shoe. I'm in that unit, in that lockdown unit for months. I'd say like 10 months. So I got cases pending. I'm waiting to go to the shoe up Pelican Bay. And so he gets out of the hole eventually and comes back for, he got in a war. And him and some other guy had stabbed some white guys on a yard out there. And it was a friend of mine. All right? And now this guy he's back there during this big war between whites and blacks. He's a shot caller for the crips back there. And they're like, listen, that's so-and-so. Everybody knows who he is. If you can get him, get him. So now they pop the door and exit, whatever. Get him. Well, me and my cellie, we're devious like we were, we figured out a way to pop the central shower. And that, like, when they lock you in the shower, we figure out we can pop it with our knives. It wasn't secure. And I tried it. Now, when you pop it, there's a gunner right there, of course. And the red light pops on this little board because everything's electric. It's controlled by the gunner with the Mini 14 strapped to his chest. He's got an HK9 strapped to his chest. And he does all the buttons that open cells and everything. But no cells open unless someone's in cuff behind it, you know? They cuff you and then they open. So we figured it out. And I tell one of the shot caller in the unit, hey, I think we can get this dude. And I run it down to him. He's like, oh, are you fucking serious? Yeah. So this is what we do. We plan it. This guy goes to the law library, like on Thursdays. Let's say, I can't remember which day it is. But every day, like every other week, our shower time falls on during his law library. So if we get in the shower and he's in the law library, which is on the other side of the unit, in a little stand-up cage, where he's doing law, it's a legal right. You have access to courts. If you have open cases, you can study the books, all right? And so it took us about a month, and finally we figured it out. We stayed in the shower long enough until he was escorted out to his cell. And so me and my cellie literally popped the AdSig shower with our knives, came out butt naked with just socks on. Booked that motherfucker.
Damn.
Booked him, and I caught a staff assault because it was a staff. He was a cool ass CO. And he was bringing me tobacco and all. I didn't want to do it. He was escorting. He tried to like baton me. So I dropped the knife and I touched him up. I hit him in the face. I had to, bro.
Right.
And then finally I just got down. slid the knife under a cell, you know. And so this dude's screaming, he's in cuffs. We got him, you know.
Right.
He lived. He's screaming, he's in cuffs and shit. And I go to court for that. They dropped the staff assault because the CO gets on the stand and goes, he slid into me. Although he did write that I hit him with my fist. He wrote, and they dropped it right then and there, preliminary hearing. And so I get hit for that. Smurf gets life. I get 12 years because it's my second strike. You know. Another thing, they used to not pick up cases, but they just passed 3 strikes law.
Oh.
It's not. It's like literally it's brand new. All right. Smurf gets struck out. Smurf takes the deal for life. I get 12 years because he took that deal. All right. So he basically struck himself out. He was doing life already.
Right.
And Smurf ended up on death row for a murder he got in prison later on. He's there now, I believe. So.
And he was NLR?
Yes. And so I got 12 years for that case right there. This guy took a deal 6 times 2 for second strike, 12 years. So now I got 19 years. All right.